Hello students, this is Subhan sir. Today we will practice some questions of chapter 4. Some NCERT examples are there which are much important due to their concepts and these questions will clear our doubts also. So first question, find two consecutive odd positive integers, sum of whose square is 290. So we have to find two consecutive odd positive integers. So first of all we should understand the meaning of consecutive. Consecutive means the numbers which are coming one after the other, that means continuously we are dealing with the numbers. For example, if I write 4, then another consecutive number of 4 will be 5. But in the question it is given that consecutive odd positive integer, that means suppose if we take 1, then its consecutive odd integer will be 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. So like that we will move. That means odd positive integers are there and they are consecutive. Consecutive means one after the other. So sum of whose square is 290. So first of all we will assume, let the two consecutive odd positive integers be x and x plus 2. Okay, why we have taken x and x plus 2? Suppose one number is x, the another number will definitely be x plus 2, because consecutive number, odd numbers or even numbers, they have a difference of 2. For example, if we say 1 is an odd number, then another consecutive odd number will be 3. So how we obtain 3? 1 plus 2. Okay, 1 plus 2 is 3, then 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. So in this way we will move. Therefore we assume the two consecutive positive odd integers as x and x plus 2. Now these numbers, according to question it is given that sum of whose square is 290. So according to question, sum of whose square, that means addition sign will be there, and whose sum of their squares. So x square plus x plus 2 whole square, and it is equal to 290. It is equal to 290. So x square plus x plus 2 whole square will be equal to 290. Now we will apply the formula a plus b whole square. So it will become x square plus again x square, a square, that means plus 2ab. So 2x square plus 2 multiply a into b, that means x into 2. So x into 2 plus b square, so square of 2. So 2 square is 4 and it is equal to 290. So the equation will become x square plus x square will become 2x square plus 2 to the 4 and x, so 4x plus 4, and 290 will move towards the left hand side, it will become negative. So minus 290 and it is equal to 0. Therefore 2x square plus 4x and 4 minus 290 is minus 286 and it is equal to 0. Now from this equation it is clear that we can take 2 as common. Suppose if I take 2 common, then what will remain inside the bracket? X square plus 2 divide this 4, that means 2x, then minus 2 divide this quantity 286, what we will get? 143, and it is equal to 0. Now this 2 will move towards the right hand side and it will be divided by 0 and becomes a 0. So we will have a equation x square plus 2x minus 143, it is equal to 0. Now we will find the value of x. So to find the value of x, we will apply the quadratic formula, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac and whole divided by 2a. and here a is what, 1, b is what, 2, c is what, minus 143, 143. Now this values we will put in into the formula. So the value of x will become minus b plus minus under root b square, that means square of 2 square, minus 4, a is 1, c is 143, but it is negative, therefore it will become a positive here. So 143 and whole divided by 2a. Okay, b is 2 na, so minus 2 plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, but that since c was negative, that is why this negative sign will become positive here. So upon 2a, so 2 multiply 1 is 2 only, so it will become minus 2 plus minus under root 4, square of 2 is 4, and 4 multiply with 143 will become 4 3 is a 12, 1 carry, then 4 4 is a 16 plus 1, 17, 1 carry again, 4 1 is a 4 plus 1, 5, so 572 and whole divided by 2. Now it will become, okay, minus 2 plus minus under root 4 plus 572. Okay, square of 2 is 4, 4 multiply 1, 4, and 4 multiply with 143 is 572. Now 572 will add with 4. Okay, then it will become, so it will become, the value of x will become x is equal to minus 2 plus minus under root 576, okay, whole divided by 2a, so whole divided by 2. Okay, the square root of 576 is 24. Okay, so it will become minus 2 plus minus 24 whole divided by 2. Now two cases will arise here. First case, the value of x will be minus 2 plus 24 divided by 2, and second case, x will be equal to minus 2 minus 24 upon 2. Okay, sign convention will change. So minus 2 plus 24 is 22. 22 divided by 2 will become 11. So the value of x is 11, and in this way x is equal to minus 2 minus 24 will become minus 26 and divided by 2, and it will divide in, we will get minus 13 over here. But since it is given the numbers are positive odd integers, consecutive odd integers, so they cannot be negative, so this quantity is rejected, or we can say neglected. So this quantity is neglected, and the value of x is 11. Okay, so one number is 11, the another number will be what? 11 plus 2, 13. So here we can write, hence the two consecutive odd positive integers are 11 and 13, are 11 and 13. Hence the two consecutive odd positive integers are 11 and 13. Now second question, find the roots of the quadratic equation 6x square minus x minus 2 and it is equal to 0. So we have to find the value of x, that means roots of the quadratic equation. So how we will find? Okay, first of all we will write the given quadratic equation is, the given quadratic equation is 6x square minus x minus 2 and it is equal to 0. Okay, now by splitting the middle term we can easily solve this equation. How we can solve? First of all, we will see that which two number will have a sum of minus 1. Okay, here the middle term, the coefficient is minus 1. The coefficient is minus 1. The coefficient of x is minus 1 here, and we need two numbers whose sum is minus 1 and whose product is equal to 6 to the 12. 6 multiplied 2, that is 12. That means sum we need minus 1 and product we need minus 12. Okay, so we can take 3 and minus 4. How we can take 3 and minus 4? 6x square plus 3x minus 4x and minus 2 is equal to 0. See, 3 multiplied minus 4 will become minus 12 and 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Okay, so in this way we can write the equation. Now between two terms, first two terms we will take common, and between third and fourth term we will take common values. So between 6x square and 3x, what is common? Between 6 and 3, 3 is common. X square and x is common. So what will remain here? X plus 1. So in this way, from this third and fourth term, minus 2 is common. Okay, minus 2 is common. So what will remain? Minus 2 multiply with minus 2 becomes a minus 2 multiply with 2 will become a minus 4. So it will become, we will get, okay, in the first term 2x plus 1 is there. 3 to the 6 x square, so 3x multiply with 2x plus 1, and then minus sign 2 we have taken common, so here also the common value will be same. Okay, always remember, whenever we are solving the quadratic equation by splitting the middle term and the numbers which we have taken are correct, okay, then there will be same common value on both the terms. When we solve, there will be same common value will occur in the equation. So 2 I have taken common, so 2x plus 1 minus 2 I have taken common, that is why the terms will become positive inside the bracket, and it is equal to 0. Now 2x plus 1 is common in both the terms, so 2x plus 1 we will take common. So what will remain? 3x minus 2 and it is equal to 0. 3x minus 2 and it is equal to 0. So there will be two cases, either the 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 or 3x plus minus 2 is equal to 0. If 2x plus 1 is 0, then x will be equal to minus 1 upon 2. Okay, 2x will be equal to minus 1, therefore x will be equal to minus 1 upon 2. And similarly, if 3x minus 2 equal to 0, then 3x will be equal to 2, x will be equal to 2 upon 3. So these are the two required values of x, and these are the two roots of the quadratic equation.